a toolkit of projectiles and really strong buttons.
Yes.
It's very good to start like this and feel it out.
Right.
You can see, oh yeah, does playing more defensive with projectiles work better, or does playing into my buttons work a bit better?
If you've got a rounded toolkit, you can easily, I understand what you're saying, you can easily poke out and suss out or sniff out all of like get the reads, right? So regardless if Kira wins or loses, it'll be more advantageous if he wins, right? But even if he loses and he manages to draw out the game, he'll get a good amount of information for the rest of his team to use, right? And I feel like, I think I agree with you on that front there. But let's see what goes on here. We're at PS2. KiraFlax already trying to set up that Aegis Reflector. What do you guys call it? Like the back, like the between Rob and the driver. What do you call it?
I like you calling it the Aegis Reflector. I definitely just call it, I don't think I give it a term really. It's just the zone that you don't want to be at against Rob, right? But I think calling it an Aegis is pretty funny because that's kind of how it works. Rob just like presses down tilt between the gyro and then it just gets sent back towards him. That makes sense to me.
Set up the Aegis Reflector, you do, overhead or whatever. Shout out to all the third strike players. Look at that. He tossed it up super high in the air. He went underneath his own gyro there. It's kind of funny. Laser back on deck.
I definitely think for the just the Roy players in particular on this team, I think going Ronald first.
Oh, scoops him up.
Going Ronald first kind of makes the most sense since we were talking about playstyle difference, right? Ronald is a very clean reward, but very patient kind of Roy player, which can work a bit more to play into
numbers.
Kira's kind of wait and find it out style that he's incorporating, but the second Kira starts going into more heavy reads and goes super ham with his extensions, Ronald's going to be starting to feel very uncomfortable here as his patience is sort of not being rewarded, right?
Exactly right. This is the famous dynamic in players when you talk about fighting games, where the hard players, right, and the play-by-number players, and then the weird in-between, right? I feel like, obviously people know KiraFlax for his pop-offs, so he's obviously a hard player, right? Ronald, though, I think he's more of a play-by-numbers character. He's probably more likely to know the frame data, I would suggest. Right, there you go, nice up air there. It's going to close it out. KiraFlax does have a one-stock advantage. But yeah, that dynamic is kind of playing into his favor right now. More so having the safe player go first, and then you have the wild card after.
Yeah, I think that definitely works out, and not to say that again, I think the decision was wise. It's just there's a bit of a gamble there if Kira ended up. Again, that out smash on that first stock was such a hard call out that ended up working really well, and that threw off everything to start the snowball here on this first game. And that is, being forced to air dodge there. No setup there for Ronald, just able to full hop right out of the corner.
Oh, it goes for the forward throw there into some sort of a scramble setup, but KiraFlax Tech gets out of the mix-up. Parries his own gyro to get rid of it. This is just some hard stuff. Okay, we're gonna go for the berry, the timing mix-up. I thought he was gonna pull a smash 4 there.
Go for the mix. Yeah. Back air is crazy.
Yep.
Two stocks.
That hard call out there really changed the pace of the match there. That's what happens when you're playing by numbers, right? You're playing it safe. You're waiting for that very even, balanced out risk reward. Yo, you screwed up, punish. Here's 20%, right? Versus Kira has got the very swinging wildly, right? You have that imbalance that is something that if you're more precise like Ronald, that you might not have as a consistent way to make that up, right? Hey, you play big, you gamble big, possibility big reward, but it might backfire. So let's see.
Yeah,
take what, 2 stocks, right?
Ronald took one,
okay.
I'm pretty sure. So, and could have taken 2, but Rob was at a pretty high percent.
Yeah.
It was possible, but wasn't able to close it out. I think that was Kira's experience sort of playing into things where he's been in these situations before. That backer even then was another call out on, oh, Ronald, it's his like one time where he takes this like really big risk. Oh, I want to do this like full hop aerial. Immediately says no to it and immediately loses his last stock.
Because that was a clean back air.
Yeah.
Ronald was close to him. Ronald was probably either going for a neutral jump into some sort of mix-up, or because I didn't see like it playing, right? So that was they both jumped at the same time and they kind of timed it, and that was it. So it looks like Yamadafu's stepping up to the plate right now.
I definitely think like going this route is probably fine for sure. Game & Watch's reward against a character like Rob is absolutely enormous.
Yeah.
Like he gets like at minimum 70% when he hits Rob a single time, right?
Right. I'm just more weary of Yamadafu's going to have to be very careful at the decisions he's going to have that he's going to make versus Pureflex here. Because look at that, he's already going for the upper. That would set up for like a pseudo kill confirm right there, right? Obviously, I mean, you know, Game & Watch, what are you doing? He's light, right? But his, as you said before, his risk-reward factor, his payoff is huge because Rob is fat, right? You go for that, you know, up B, up there, just chain or neutral air chain. Can he get 3 neutral airs on Rob? Is he that big?
Yeah,
I think he can get 3.
He can probably get even more than that with some plat support. It's absurd.
That's true with laddering.
Yeah, it's absurd the damage he can get off against Rob, but I mean, Mata has literally found no chances to do it because all Kira is doing is like putting his back to Game & Watch. He's making use of his backwards hitboxes to make sure his hurt box isn't clearly exposed, but it seems that Mata has done a decent bit to carry some damage back, keep things at least even in terms of percentages with that ledge trapping situation, but here's right back into advantage.
Right there. I feel like down smash at the ledge for Yamadafu is going to be exceptionally profitable if he does end up landing that. Pureflex there with the up smash, going to close out the first stock, getting the minor advantage in this game 2 here. Because I think you can catch multiple options. Oh, he chased him there. Yeah.
It still didn't work though.
No.
I mean, Kira is abusing the fact that Rob is one of the few characters who can sort of get out of the Game & Watch vortex, right? He can still save all these options because he's got gas in the tank.
Right. But he can't do that all the time though. Now he's gonna be forced to engage for the next 15 or so seconds, I should say, right?
Yeah, until he has full gas again, which
it's hard to see in this game.
Yeah. There's potentially some time to burn, but
He got clipped. Just a little bit there by that up air. Just barely put him over the blast zone. All right, Pureflex with 1 stock. Now Yamadafu having the stock advantage, but I still think that Pureflex is still in control of the advantage state in this match. Just because he can take more of a beating and he's kind of dictating the pace. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think so. Like these uppers are looking pretty nice from Yamadafu, but there's still so much gain to work with. I mean, Kira not only taking 3 stocks off the previous player, but then getting 1 more to work with. I think Mata is starting to get into the groove now, but Kira has already done plenty of really good work.
Right.
I think if you start to fall here, then that's not so bad.
Right. It's more of at this point, can you just close it out now so you don't lose your rhythm in the next match? Right. Oh, he chased him there. Oh, he went way out.
Yeah, but again, Rob can get away from the situations. Again, the tank is pretty much full again right now. Yeah. Sort of just dying off the top 2 and upper again is the only fear Rob has.
Okay, gonna go for the jab. That Bacon before did quite a lot of damage. He's at 150 here. Any sort of tap in the wrong direction, a sneeze in his general vicinity is gonna set him off. Even the have a seat.
Right, yeah.
Oh, he tried it, and the bucket's full.
No.
Pureflex with a slight pop-off at the somewhat of a throw.
I think Kira had the right idea there. I understand his intention behind doing the Nair, but he didn't react to the fact that he saw the gas go away right before he ended up doing Nair, and then fast-falled on accident. It's like, oh, man, I could have preserved that stock a little longer, but hey, that's a lot of progress made on that. On Kira's end alone, that's a lot of stocks to take.
That's pretty good there. I mean, 6 to 5 still, I mean, technically on paper it's a one-stock advantage, but we've seen a lot. This is the finals, and this is the final here, but we've seen, I think, the most amount of different, like, I want to say conversation between these two teams so far. They're still feeling each other out, but I think both of them are using complex strategies to try and, like, I don't want to say mask their approach, but I want to say, like, it's complex enough for them to not have a lockdown on the whole team. It's like, okay, well, we kind of understand now. Now time to execute. They're still in the adaptation phase, you know? That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, for sure. Next up is going to be Crimson Shadows, which is going to be Sheik against Game & Watch, which quite the toss-up. I think if this is the turn for Mata's team to make it back, this would be it, I think.
Yeah.
If you're able to potentially close this out with even just a 1-stock lead, then
it would be here.
Yeah, Zekrom going in would look a little worse for wear, having to take another stock off of Game & Watch and then leading right into Roy Sonic, right?
No.
It's not the best look if Mata can clutch things out and bring the lead back in, but if Crimson Shadows is able to pull this lead through, potentially hold things down, hold the fort down.
Yeah, this is definitely the critical juncture that I think the rest of the set will pivot off of.
Yeah.
And I feel like, once again, without speaking too much volumes to the players, this is going to be consistency versus unpredictability, because both characters have both, but Game & Watch has more of the sneaky stuff, right?
Yeah.
Sheik is, I don't want to say Sheik is honest. She's not, but she's more like straightforward than Game & Watch, because you slip up, you know, you're not laser focused on Yamada for like a few seconds, and there goes your stock from an up smash that you couldn't see coming because it's, you know, it's unseeable. So, all right, you just started off underneath the platforms, looking for a neutral start here.
Here we go. There's some two stocks for Crimson Shadows to work with, and I think, I don't think I was commentating any of sets that did involve Kira and the rest of his team, but Crimson Shadows is a showcase of, like, you know, despite the fact that we're seeing it, Crimson doing a very good job at playing that needle-heavy game.
Right. This is something I haven't seen before.
Crimson is also very technical in terms of combo execution as well. Yeah, Crimson is not okay. That's the first time that Crimson's gotten hit all game, but like that was a very good mix-up of when to press needles, because it was deceptive the entire time. It's like, when am I going to release my charge? Am I going to go full charge?
Right.
Who knows? Once I go full charge, I could just go in and combo you, right?
Does one needle equal one bucket level? I don't know how that scales, or is that just flat? Do you know?
I forget what it is. Yeah, it should be reflective.
It's linear.
But
okay.
The issue there is that, like, ooh, good F smash there.
Okay.
Crimson Shadows, like for Sheik, right? Reflecting needles with bucket is like it goes half stage, but then its range doesn't really like stay the same once it's reflected. So you kind of get barely anything off of it.
Right. I mean, and honestly, I feel like that's a very, very specific setup. It's like, can your character? I mean, if you have a reflector, if you're Game & Watch even, do you know how to convert off of that? Like, I wouldn't say no. I wouldn't put it out of these players to not know, but it's like, that's very specific. Gonna go with the back air there. Gonna take that one stock taken off. Is definitely gonna put this game more balanced. 4-6.
I think it definitely helps that Kira is playing the hype man of the team as well, because, you know, he's a very impressive player, but also plays the, like, heavy support role as well, hyping up Crimson Shadows a lot here, and I mean, he's doing extremely well so far. To be fair.
To be fair, indeed. I mean, we don't have any rules on coaching, do we?
No.
Okay.
No.
So. One coach per set. Like, what is this, Capcom Pro Tour? Like, come on.
Yeah.
No. Okay, have a seat, he says. Yamada looking for one more stock. Gonna go for the drag down back here. A nice tech.
Fantastic patience from Crimson Shadows, actually, but that's a down smash to close it. This is the pivotal point, though.
Here. Can you take it? Will he be able to? Uh-oh, what's going on?
Nah, he's...
Wait,
he can't make it back, actually.
What was that?
Buffer system, I think, got him off of that jab. Unfortunately, he did an air dodge down, which just resulted in the most lag possible for Game & Watch.
Silly situation there. Goofy buffer system coming in.
He wasn't
what's the opposite of clutch.
He wasn't. He wasn't prepared for that jab to completely whiff on him. So he should have been more confident in the move not working. I should say.
Because I'm not a Sheik player. I don't know very much about Sheik's moveset, like in terms of like the specifics. But like, can that hit below ledge? Because I know.
No.
Okay, like not
definitely
too
not.
That's too frame. Because like me, like Ridley's rapid jab can actually do that. So you can have a situation like that.
Right. Yeah.
So I mean, it doesn't look like it. But looks are deceiving in this game, so I mean, I don't know. Do you know, like?
Nah, it
can you say with confidence it doesn't?
Yeah,
okay.
it wouldn't be able to do that.
All right, so it was just goofy buffer system.
Yeah, it just didn't work out. Oh, the last hit didn't connect. Crimson Shadows just holding it for a bit longer, and Mata unfortunately just buffering air dodge out of that, which I don't think it was a situation where he should have done it in the first place, but just tripping up on it because of potential pressure. And now we have Roy coming in here. Tilted's Roy, again, more movement heavy, more free form in terms of combos.
Loose cannon.
Yeah.
I mean,
which I think is probably fine to do as a start, but again, we said this is sort of the pivotal point.
Right.
Crimson Shadows is kind of fine. Is playing the super defensive game because this is how it is.
Yeah.
It's exactly why Tilted is sort of forced to play the offense. We're seeing it now, sort of play the opposite side of the stage here. Wait a second.
No neutral start there, I think. They didn't call the start. They're going to redo it. They didn't call the start. He rushed it from the neutral start. Yeah,
right.
A bit of a violation of the social contract there. But hey, just going to show a little bit. Hey, loose cannon, Roy, are you ready? Just kind of doing a false start off the starting
runs
line.
in and tries to get a good hit in, right?
Predicting, trying to get the read on the starting pistol. Goes a little early.
I think for a second, Tilted was like,
Bro, what was that?
are you going to camp? Are you going to camp me? And then just decide to camp back. I thought that was what we were going to see.
I thought it was like a Giga Chad, sort of like, what, is that all you got? Like,
yeah.
And I quickly realized, no, that's not what's going on.
All right.
Now
we can get the take 10 steps back, turn around, and start shooting.
Right.
Let's get it going here.
I forget, was it Teddy Roosevelt that settled their disputes sometimes with the duel?
With the duel?
It was old presidents, but regardless, I mean, this is not a dig on Ronald or anything, but I feel like Roy was actually designed. I mean, you can play him consistently, but I think he was designed to be more of a loose cannon, right? To play more like that, more of a string-heavy gameplay, because the reward is massive when you do that. Going so far with an already 51%. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, that's not enough for a Jair there. Not high enough percent. 67%. Camping the ledge, doing a great job at just controlling this mid-range here. Counter. All right, can be a big punish here. Nice off the grab. Oh, reads the back. Reads the fade back. Nothing much of it though.
Yeah, and again, much more scramble heavy though. Crimson Shadows looking good here.
That's it.
Yeah, you cannot play the drop down jump get up against Roy because every single Roy, it doesn't matter what play style they have, they will sit right on, like teetering on the ledge and then jab you because the move's so good.
Right, you're speaking from experience here, aren't you?
Yeah. I've seen it way too often.
I don't know. Roy, from any move in this game that moves in like a semicircle, right? F smash at ledge, right? Jab at ledge. I want to say, right? I don't have any like proof for this, but I really feel like anything that moves in like a radial fashion has a bit of an edge because the hitboxes in this game aren't boxes; they're circles.
Yeah.
Right. I've always found that strange. It kind of puts it makes interactions kind of strange sometimes.
It definitely makes some changes make like no sense at all. But
you got nailed backwards and stuff.
off of that, I should say, we're even stocks on Roy Sonic.
Right, hypothetically even in stock count. I think, what I said earlier though, now I think it's really boiling down to the last thing here is, are they running it? I think they are.
Okay,
yeah, okay,
they are.
cool. Okay, good, good. I think now the most important factor is how much information does each player have, right? The tendencies, the counterplay, is it there or not? Are they going to have to adapt? If they don't have it, then they're just going to have to play it by ear. And, I mean, in that case, I mean, ZekFlaxShadows a really good Sonic player. But, you know, unpredictability, hey, if I don't know what I'm going to do, my enemy surely doesn't either, right? That's the ideology of the U.S. military, so.
I think the sort of free-form nature of Tilted's gameplay also leads into, like, the punishes for Tilted are going to be extremely preemptive on what Sonic is going to do. It's not going to be oh, I'm going to react to the spins and then try to figure out what to do. It's like, I'm going to put out a button exactly where I think that the Sonic's going to go, and we'll see if that's going to work out very well here. So far, the damage is looking fine,
right?
But what is the extension going to be?
I want to highlight it happened a few moments ago on I think you know what I'm going to say, the ZekFlaxShadows going and doing a drive-by on his shield, and then he just jumped in back air and he caught him.
Yeah.
So, and this is very early in the game still, so having such a at least some sort of an answer to that option, which is very common, is very good.
Yeah, yeah. That presence to punish her option like that is, yeah, it's still very strong.
It.
Yeah.
There you go. He's fighting. Oh,
yeah, playing the challenge game immediately off of these spins. So very good. Yeah, very good awareness on Tilted's end. This is the kind of like preemptive style. You wanna make these options as uncomfortable as possible for ZekFlaxShadows to go for. See, like, no option is going to work, and then you present all this offense and all these overwhelming answers to these common options that Sonic is going for, and suddenly ZekFlaxShadows doesn't really have a lot of options in neutral to go for anymore. She's sort of lost.
Right, I mean, that's Sonic's, that was, you visibly cringed at that one.
I was reeling back. I was thinking the F smash would have actually hit. But that one meant it's marked.
Just like I said there, the radial turn there. I mean, so far we've already seen it. What? It's more like, oh, hey, ZekFlaxShadows, guess what? I got to answer A, B, C, or D. Take a guess. Which one am I gonna pull out here? I mean, it looks like he's already trying to invent option E. Okay, nice, going for the jab block. As you can say, yeah, Roy can chase down Sonic, and what? Roy with rage is really scary. I say this every time, but like, it needs to be repeated.
Yeah, if you think about it, like the spin kills, like the spin charge kills from Sonic can kill quite early, but the average kill percent for Sonic, all of its kills, it's really high.
Than most characters.
Yeah.
It's comparable to Samus.
Right.
But
yeah.
even Samus has a guaranteed kill confirmed at 170.
Right.
Right. I mean, that's up there. With up throw.
Yeah, Sonic has to sort of play the, I need to get my straight hit to find my kill right here, or grab, right? But that won't even kill. That up throw won't kill even then. Back throw will, but that's 2 stocks to take. And this is potentially, yeah, this is Jair% right here at the ledge, immediately going for get up attack just to avoid the situation entirely. And
see, he's being patient, he's waiting. He's like, come at me, man, I've got answers. I've got the whole Quizlet right here. Oh, okay, there. ZekFlaxShadows responding with a countermeasure there, but 134, this is looking bad. Jair, okay, just getting jabbing up there.
Yeah, very good slingshot over to close it out, and that is going to be a win for the Jair and Nair team here in Cruz. Very good showcase from them, and the double Roy onslaught working very, very well.
Working hard. That was a down to the